Hey everybody, and welcome to acetope.com YouTube channel, or just the website depending on where you're at. But today I wanted to talk about PE exam review courses and are they really worth it. So what I wanted to discuss is some benefits of taking a PE exam review course. Of course, one thing to consider when you're asking that question is how are you really framing that, meaning should you really say, is it really worth it, or should you say, can I afford not to do it? So just consider how you frame the question and consider that as well. But nonetheless, let's look at some benefits of PE exam review courses. First thing I want to mention is, one benefit that I wanted to mention is a PE review course can give you is it can really motivate you to continue to study. And the thing about it is the PE exam is such a broad exam that can extract information from any one of the questions that you may get. And so the thing about it is you have to cover a broad range of material, and the only way to do that is to study for an extended period of time, usually over 3 months. It's going to take to study for the PE exam, depending on which discipline you're in. So motivation is an important factor, and hopefully a good instructor will be a good motivator. And so that's the first one, is it's going to motivate you. The second benefit of a PE exam review course is it can help along the way whenever you come across a stumbling block in your exam review. So you may hit a point where you don't understand a concept and you need help with that, or you can't understand how to work a problem and you need help with that. So if you just get stuck in an area, and that person can help you through it. The third thing that hopefully a PE exam review course will do for you is it's going to help actually save time. And the way that it will save time or multiply your time is in the fact that, for example, let's say you had wanted to learn something from scratch, because on the exam, once again, you may have material that you may not have seen much before, or it's been so long that it truly needs a refresh. To learn it from scratch again may take you an hour, whereas somebody can explain the whole concept sufficiently in 15 minutes. Alright, so I think that I would call a saving time or multiplying your time, and I think that's one of the benefits of like a study group as well, because I can go over here and review something for an hour and share it with you for 15 minutes, and you can do the same for me. So we both worked an hour and 15 minutes and covered 2 hours worth of work. So study groups are actually good for the same reason. The fourth thing that a PE exam review course can do for you is help you stay on a schedule. Typically a review course will have a schedule that it follows, maybe 12 weeks. It covers 12 different topics, and so you would want to follow the same pattern in your schedule as well and work on a schedule. Whereas if you were just on your own, you would just have to write the schedule out. Nothing wrong with doing that, but having a course helps you to do that. So it helps you stay on a schedule. And of course, a bonus benefit of the PE exam review course is that you're going to have peers that will also do all of those things of motivating, helping you stay on track with your schedule, and helping you save in time. So it's a bonus because your peers that you have in maybe your forum associated with your PE exam review, or that are maybe in the exam review online or in live class. And that's another aspect of it as well, is whether to do the online or classroom. There's a benefit of both. Obviously, the online provides flexibility, whereas the live course provides that sort of, you can see the instructor, so that I suppose has a benefit to some. But let's talk about the money factor, because a lot of people may say, well, is it worth it? Was the question that we framed, remember. So let's take a look at that question. Is it worth it? Let's say that you have a 36-hour class and your class is $1,400. All right, so you have a $1,400 and you divide that by a 36-hour class, how many dollars an hour is that? That is $39 an hour, roughly, using two significant digits. So if I put a point there, that would be two significant digits there. So anyway, sorry about that segue, but nonetheless, $39 an hour is not bad if you think about it for a per hour, and you as consultants probably get paid 3 times that. At least your company bills you out 3 times that. So not a big issue if you think about it from a per hour standpoint. So is it worth it? From that standpoint, certainly it is, especially if you're considering all those benefits that you're getting. Alright, so now that we've covered that, I wanted to show you some evidence maybe that PE exam reviews in fact do work. So let's go to the next, let's go look at a couple websites. Here's PPI2pass.com website, and this is actually, this information comes off of the NCEES.org website, which is where the pass rates are published. But PE exam pass rates, I just pulled this for convenience. For first-time exam takers, and this was in April of 2011, the pass rates for the disciplines here called Group 1, which just means they take them in the spring and fall, range between 78% and 60%. So if we took an average of that, we'd get roughly 2/3 or so would be the rough average. And so if let's think about 2/3 and hold that in your mind for just a second. And let's go ahead and move to a different website. This is the Minnesota Society of Professional Engineers. And I looked at, they actually provide a PE exam review for the civil and mechanical PE exam. They actually do a fundamentals of engineering exam review as well. But the one that I wanted to look at was down here, where they have some pass rates for people who took their review course. So I thought that was interesting, and they didn't have a huge data set, so they had 19 respondents for the civil, 17 for the mechanical PE. But for the civil, they had 16 that passed, which is an 84% pass rate. And for the mechanical, they had 14 that passed, which is an 82% pass rate of those who responded, nonetheless. Now, I know this is not statistically accurate, and I also know that this is based on people who responded to, so we most likely had people only responded that passed, but we did have people that didn't. But nonetheless, this is some evidence that taking a review course can improve your chances of passing the PE exam versus not taking a review course, and the rates that, in other words, taking a review course can improve your chances of passing the PE exam. Sorry for stumbling on that one. And I just want to share one more website, actually going back to PPI2pass.com, because this is a company that I'm teaching a review course for, and so obviously this is kind of where this whole presentation has gone, I suppose. But the review courses, you can go to PPI2pass.com, you go over here to this bar, and it's got all the different review courses that they teach. So you can see that, and this is the login if you're in one of the courses. They do one for FE, they have an online and classroom version. They have a civil PE, they have a classroom and online version. Then they have for seismic and surveying, for those of you that are in California, they have classroom and online for both. Then they have a mechanical PE classroom and online, and they have an electrical PE classroom and online for power, and they have electronics online course as well for electrical PE electronics exam. And the environmental PE has a class. I'm presuming that's classroom based. And finally, they have a Casio calculator class that's just online, and that's a one-day class, I believe. By the way, you can use a coupon code for the review courses that is Andes54U, Andes54U, and that will help you to get 5% off of your review course. That's all I have time for today, everybody. So I just wanted to wish you the best, no matter which way you go in terms of your online or your review for the PE exam, whether you do a course or not, and I hope you're the best for you. If you have a chance, go to acetope.com, check out our resources over there. But the one thing I did want to say, if you like the video, please like it and share it with somebody that might benefit from what I shared in this video. Thanks, and best wishes on your upcoming exam.